first quarter with him on the floor.
It's also the edge that he brings. We saw Dennis Jenkins getting into it with him, and it's probably not the guy to pick on. Schroeder loves that.
Things about this series is how crazy both crowds have been, both in Cleveland and Detroit, two of the loudest arenas in the NBA.
And one of the things to watch early, Evan Mobley guarding Asar Thompson.
This group is playing inspired basketball, and they just got to continue for 12 minutes here in this fourth.
Keep some momentum on their side going into a...
Basumu to McDaniels. Finds the foul line, jump shot well.
It'll be Detroit basketball to start, and Cade Cunningham, who has been an absolute killer the entire playoffs. The only player remaining to score 20 or more in every playoff game so far. In fact, he scored 20 or more in all 15 in his career.
My first assessment, 10 minutes in, obviously rotation minutes a little bit different. Normally plays the whole first quarter. Today came out a little bit 2 minutes early, so we'll see.
It was an 87-88, and it was a vibe out there.
Mark Price and those guys had it.
Yes,
well,
they
right?
did.
That's a great basketball history over the years. Obviously, with the Achilles tear. But this team, when backed up, seems to play its best ball. Nice out of the timeout play.
Tight game. This is everything.
Wembanyama for another three.
Been the difference here in this game on both ends.
It looks like a heck of a lot of fun to be a part of that Lakers offense right now.
Yeah.
Amen. Said he was troubled by most in game one, the lack of ball movement, only 16 assists. They didn't shoot well, so that didn't help. But excellent ball movement on the first possession. Brunson fumbles it, shot clock at 4. Brunson drives on Champagnie, pulls back his first shot of the night. That's good. Point shooting of any first half this season for Minnesota. Wembanyama hangs, missed it.
For Onyeka Okongwu in that first half, so we'll monitor that as we start the third quarter. Anunoby on the curl, nearly lost it. It'll be Hart on the outside, who had an efficient 10 points and 7 rebounds in the first half, and picks up.
Well, once again, they start the game with Kling in the center, checking Stephon Castle.
Here's Wembanyama. He'll let it fly from deep, and he's shot.
Murray had 2 of them already in this opening quarter. Reed from downtown. That won't go.
Within the game, understanding each other's tendencies. Now, Wolves head coach Chris Finch told us, Rudy, he's amped up to play against Wemby. Gobert and Finch met before the series to discuss strategy on how to play against Victor.
Live, as they call themselves, in 03, 04, 05, 06, 07, and 08. Wagner. James Harden. Heard so much chatter, but if you asked him, as he said to Ashley Chamonix after game 3, what chatter heading into that game? 3 huge buckets to claim a win. He'll lob it up. Oh, Allen goes up.
Remaining games today on Prime. First round game 1s. Just saw Timberwolves and Nuggets. Also the Hawks and the Knicks.
Crossfires because Hart said no hesitation. I'll knock down this 3.
His first 3 of the night gives him 13. He's a plus 19 in the box score. McCollum can't respond.
Fourth quarter score in the playoffs, and he told me these are the moments I dreamed of as a kid, and I'm not feeling any pressure.
Here comes a shot by Merrill.
That last free throw was Anthony Edwards' only point here of the third quarter. And give San Antonio credit. Anthony Edwards started to heat it up. He was trying to take over the game, and they went right back to double.
It's 1 of 4, only 4 points in SGA, and yet you're only down 5 at home.
Was Alex Caruso 16?
On an 11-2 run. Bruce Brown is in. Strawberry's in for the first time in the series. Hardaway with a 3.
Moments ago before the Shepherd mid-range and the Shepherd steal and dunk. Reeves, they need it. They don't have it.
Points. So do McDaniels and Shannon. Those are the 12 for Minnesota. Wembanyama with 7 for San Antonio. He kicks it out here to Harper. Extra to the corner. Vassell can't hit the 3. Gobert with the rebound.
Be better defensively. 14 field goal attempts for Oklahoma City, Dave. 10 in the paint. The bigs for Oklahoma City are 5-4-5. Most of these are right in the restricted area.
They have 16 paint points. The Lakers have 17 points total.
There's Josh Hart. Hart does some of the ball handling. Take the load off Jalen Brunson.
Wade chasing Brunson. Brunson gets inside. His layup is good. Knicks and the Spurs. Last time the Knicks were in the NBA Finals, 27 years ago, against the San Antonio Spurs. Jalen Brunson.
And we got to do a better job not fouling, showing our hands, and just compete. You know, just be present, compete.
Really appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Kev.
Here comes Edwards. He's jousting with this.
To help his start. 23-point lead, 9 minutes to go. Inside.
Meadow played Golden State in a game 7. Had a good game. They lost it by 20. But his steady hand has changed this series. Good after the timeout.
Mobley over to a wide open Wade.
In Portland by 17. Came back to win, the first team ever to trail by 15 or more at half and win by 15.
James Harden to begin the game, shaded by R.J. Barrett. Mobley out by the three-point line. Probably the best defender for Toronto. So unafraid, still fearless despite playing in the biggest games of his career. Bridges gets away, finds some space, jump shot, bounces around.
It seems to be a struggle. I would love to see him get the ball. You mentioned this too. Get it lower and make a decision then. If they want to bring the double team, nice play right.
Play one play at a time, hit singles, just try to do our best to stay calm and even keeled.
Thanks for your time and good luck. Back to you, Ian.
All right, Cassidy, thanks so much. Cleveland had a chance to put Detroit away at
Priority. And then from there, he admitted since he hasn't played much the last month, he had to get his rhythm too, getting his shots back, feeling comfortable running, defending. Though he said he had to factor it all in. Coming.
Work with Holmgren and the aforementioned there for Page for the Thunder. McCain on the curl. Step back. There it goes.
And here they come. They shot 50% playing in that game 2. They were terrific, and they controlled the turnover story. They get in the paint right here. Vassell.
He's got 10 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 blocks. Jump shot goes.
Of the second quarter in a crucial game 3.
Robinson, that's a good look. And connect.
Now we welcome the audience watching the Toronto-Cleveland game. Here's Jokic inside. Reece Brown, good assist. Nuggets have started 2 of 11.
Yeah, the Nuggets are struggling on the offensive end. Obviously, a little short on the shots. I'd love to see them get Jokic going here a little bit. Didn't take.
I like it. But you're penalizing a bad free throw shooter when they get a flagrant one on them. If you really want to hurt the team, let the best free throw shooter shoot.
But it's been taken to another level because of the play on both ends from this Philly team out of the halftime locker room. Now leading with their largest margin of 15 as White gets an open look. And
Quarter of game 3, the way he played in game 4, and the way he's playing tonight, doing his part.
Schroeder fighting over the screen. Cunningham using a screen as well. Finds Stewart. Stewart spins. Stewart dunks.
42 and 14 record. Of course, no Luka Doncic for the Lakers. No Jalen Williams for Oklahoma City. The return doesn't seem imminent for coverage continues. Benches starting to empty. First, the guys who have not played. Nikola Topic, first-year man's in there as a Joe. Keldon Johnson the hands to Castle. Left for Champagny. Good coverage by the Thunder. Out of the corner, the 3 is
Zero ego. He's always so optimistic. Never any bad body language during struggles. Always in guys' ears, giving them positive words of wisdom.
Controls it now and gives it back to Castle. Ooh, he thought he had the lob. Harper in the corner.
Home could not get it done. The Pistons resilient once again, doing what they did against Orlando in the first round.
Yeah, that is the 4th game in these, 4th elimination game in these playoffs that the Pistons have won 2 of them.
30 Eastern. Marie and the guys start the pregame at 8. Our tip time, 8:36 Eastern from San Antonio. Spurs need a desperate, miraculous comeback or else they'll get played for their lives. Vassell can't hit.
They had a 5 more rebound advantage than the Pistons, and they've got this big lead right now. Second half underway. It's Payne getting the screen, driving on Thompson with a floater.
Wagner on the drive. Stopped in the paint. Kick out. Payne attacking the reverse.
Swing game 3.
No Jalen Williams, K-Dub. A.J. Mitchell injured. Still have not gotten a report on him. Fussell, that's big.
Stage is set for the final 12 minutes of regulation. Orlando, the 8 seed, leading the 1 seed Detroit by 6. Robinson 3. Can't.
Good looks. I don't see that. They're very seldom getting any look at all.
Early in this second quarter, Payne attacking. Batase in a crowd. Green was trying to knock it free. Kane is fouled.
Into it with Schroeder and Tyson. Schroeder and Tyson on the floor here with under 4 to play in the third. It has been trimmed down to a 5-point game at Rocket Arena. Mobley loads it up. Can't hit.
This NBA playoffs on FanDuel. Download the app and play your game. Fourth quarter underway. Randall looking for the cutting deep. Vincenzo Edwards looks down. He's in 3-point territory. This is the triple Valanciunas. Mark Jackson will be let go later that May. Kerr hired shortly after that in May. The rest is in history. Good cut. Santos. What a feed.
Quarter begin.
Mark Daigneault Thunder, already 11 players used here.
James for his third 3 of the night.
He talked about before the game that Joel Embiid did with him. That's how you keep a rookie's energy and excitement up.
For Charlotte this season, first time in 4 years. They're down by 2. Ball, drive and kick. Miller, back for ball. A 3. Diabate,
Well, pretty much an entire quarter to go. Cunningham goes inside. Crowd chanting defense. Maxey splits the defense. Lost the ball.
Maybe late in the fourth quarter. Yeah. He doesn't have the legs that he necessarily normally has.
It's Durant. Harden will meet him. It's LeVert. Spruce is there.
And by Caruso. Gets the Suns off schedule in this possession. Booker downhill, draws the foul.
For the Spurs.
Well, this is where they like Gobert on the floor against Cornette because he doesn't have to worry about the 3 and he can just protect the rim, which he's great at.
Castle comes
8 when he's on the floor, minus 29 when he's off the floor.
DraftKings is the #1 sportsbook for live betting. Use promo code SPLASH when you sign up. Shepherd off the win.
A grab by LaMelo Ball that caused that fall, so we'll see what happens moving forward with that. A lot of substitutions.
You if I wasn't here.
You were not known as the greatest screen setter in the league. You are to me, man. I was so glad not to get the incoming from Reg in this series. Harper inside.
For a great shot. The ball has got to get in Şengün's hands one way or another on virtually every possession.
Loop it, Hayes, and
For the Magic were 33-6 in the regular season when leading after 3. They're looking to continue that trend here in game 1. 23 points for Cunningham, 23 for Banchero.
Elite defensive team. Duran goes out as a shot blocker. You come in with Stewart. So you just keep that defensive pressure at the rim on teams at all times.
Cunningham finds his way, gets inside. Nope.
Schroeder. He reminded us that he had him in Atlanta when he first got drafted into the NBA. That was back in 2013. As Cunningham's back on the floor, bounces it, and Stewart spins.
Maria, Jonathan Kuminga, of course, an important trade deadline acquisition by the Hawks from the Warriors. We'll need a bigger game out of Nickeil Alexander-Walker tonight. Atlanta will as well, but the focus now is Sam Merrill.
Reed on the roll. Here's Clark in the corner. Gets it.
Oubre, Drummond, Edgecombe. 5 on the floor for Philadelphia. Brown making life miserable for George. Drummond with 2 hands.
In this first quarter, winner gets the winner of the Oklahoma City Lakers series. Thunder trying to close that out in Los Angeles tomorrow night. Tough defense by Shannon on Castle. 2 physical players. Man down, so in the corner, Vassell drive. Left it back last 2.
He's had a great impact, and we know he can get downhill at any time. But he is making an impact on defense and giving good minutes to the Timberwolves off the bench.
8 straight for Minnesota.
Again, as you said, just 7 turnovers for San Antonio. Castle finds Fox. Fox on the drive. Leans in. Well defended by Anunoby. Falls down. Ball knocked loose. Still. Harper, Fox, Vassell, Champagnie, and Wembanyama. Harper to Fox. Good look for 3. Too strong, Wembanyama.
Take reads off of that play.
Castle has it. Notice moves on him. Here's Vassell. Now to Fox. McDaniels is there. Shot clock down to 5. De'Aaron Fox driving on Randall. The jab, the drive, the lean, the fade.
The timeout.
One of the few times they got Victor Wembanyama high enough off of that screen action to throw it behind him.
Fox gets a clean look. Can't hit.
No one on the Thunder has scored except for the 7 off the bench for Alex Caruso. Out of the timeout. Castle
Whatsoever.
He's wondering if Mitch Johnson's going to get Luke Cornett. He does. Right away here. Fox. Nope. For Wemby. Having another one of those games. SGA turns the corner. Wemby's waiting. Caruso lines it up. Can't knock it down.
Mitchell, and it's Suns basketball. Aaron Wiggins now in off the bench for the Thunder. Caught a piece
at the end of the third, into the early fourth in game 1, and extending their lead here in the second half. Brunson on Gay. Oh, the hesitation, the in and out. Gay rejected.
Hands points of the game there, Legs.
7, make that 19 now for Victor Wembanyama. Brunson pulls up, jumper, can't get it.
Physicality kind of let off a little bit. Turn the ball over a little, but hopefully we can start.
Glass, that's what the Lakers need him to do to be at their best.
Mitchell outside, George 3.
And even though they're not doubling Shea, coach said they are heavily loading up on their help, and we have to move around.
He's trying to get some space there over Wembanyama.
Intolerant, so when something is bothering him, you know that it's serious. But while he and Luka were sidelined, the Lakers have built this 3-1 series lead, and Austin said the commitment that the Lakers
the third quarter run. In fact, he had 6 points and really started to put some pressure on Portland.
Here's Klingon, who was just 2 for 10 and had no second half points in the Game 4 defeat. Holiday on the drive, missed the layup.
Amen Thompson with 4. They've got 10 overall.
Turnovers an issue again for the Lakers. 15 of them. It's turned into 18 Houston points. Here is James. 10 to shoot. James backs it out. 7 to shoot. Trying to create. James banks it.
Wemby the way that he is, because it gives Wemby something else to have to deal with when he's trying to find his offense on the other end.
Harper drives baseline, goes reverse and back.
Game. The winner goes to the playoffs. The loser still alive. They'll host a game Friday. Fourth quarter underway. Green, and this is over Henderson.
It's a special one over the years, and these folks are ready to show they still got it right from the jump tonight. Sharp steps back for 3.
Trying to level this series. Tatum the screen. Tatum to a cutting Tatum.
Do not get more experience than those 2 guys in postseason play. 6-3 in favor of the Raptors. High screen, Pirtle. Barrett hits the roller, and Pirtle.
Your broadcast partner Mike Breen was saying earlier, he's done a lot of playoff games. He's never seen a first half, a game dominated by a team.
In the playoffs, neither team made it to 40 in the first half. Maybe 1992?
Feels like that's probably right. I mean, Toronto scored 26% of their points.
Time period. They're moving on to the second round.
Cavs need to keep up that staunch defense. 12 points in the fourth quarter. They were remarkable with their hands and activity in the paint to close down lanes.
Harden. Harden on the drive. Pump fake. Tough shot.
Always appreciate that because Wemby's a superstar, right? And he could easily say, I've surpassed you, but there's a certain homage he always pays.
That matchup on the first possession.
In Google search. Let's Google search how to broadcast an NBA blowout.
Well, luckily, Mike, we got Tim here that's willing to break down this last quarter and a half at an elite level.
Make a pay.
All right, good luck the rest of the way.
The Clippers jam. Well, how about that pass from Paul George as Maxey cuts back door. Towns back in the game. Back.
Arrest. That's why I wouldn't have reviewed it. SGA from the top pitches it out. Caruso for three. And the
stages in this one. With the winner going right to the playoffs. Holiday will put up another three. Williams tried to get it. An 18-1 run. And still 3:20 remaining. Mitchell. Merrill has it. Merrill off the bounce. Mobley back to Merrill. Merrill gets in the paint, stops, leans, back out to Mobley. He tries a three-pointer. It's gone! Quarter in these playoffs, so we are harnessed in and ready to go. Series tied at 1. Castle, Wembanyama.
26 takes us to a sixth period. Moves inside, Castle denied.
Fail, losers hide. He wasn't hiding.
He was not hiding at all. It's like Coach Daigneault always has the right answer. He knows how to push the buttons. He knows how to challenge them.
Holmgren, nice roll.
In his demise from the free throw line. Haven't seen many free throws from Chet yet. We'll keep an eye on that during the series. Williams is
scoring the Suns by 15 in the third quarter. A lot for Hartenstein.
Cunningham, the lob, turn. Both sides with timeouts available. Tatum has Bona on him. Advantage Tatum.
Yeah. Paul George didn't want to switch initially.
Vucevic.
What the Trailblazers are doing, and let's see if Booker gets a touch on this. Try to put his imprint on the game right now as well.
What great defense inside by the Blazers.
Ignite at any time, but to match them here at home in this game, huge effort shooting the basketball from the Raptors.
Sitting with right calf soreness. Van Carroll barking out instructions. Shot clock under 10. Van Carroll draws the crowd. Suggs, crossover, nearly lost it. Fires a three. Long drop. Thompson. Cunningham loses Struz. Cunningham.
Jordan, you have more?
Yeah, speaking of SGA, he said the Oklahoma City Thunder as I was listening in, guys, be strong with the basketball. We've got the Suns in the bonus. Anytime they foul us, it's points at the free.
In that first half of the field, missed the only shot he's taken here in the second half. Portland, great start to this third quarter. They've scored 8 in a row to make it a 2-point game. See what the out-of-timeout play is for the Spurs. It's Fox, Portland, Castle.
And Sissoko, two guys that were out of the rotation on the floor. Shot clock inside of 10. Wembanyama back in the game. Timer down to 4. Vassell fires and gets it.
Some of their focus was how poorly they played during some stretches of the game before that unbelievable comeback.
Well, and if you're the Cavs, the formula stays the same as it was in those first.
Superb.
You don't see too many guys bust through the ceiling of what you think a guy is offensively the way that he did this year. The defense has always been exceptional, but that offense, to kick that up to 20.
Buford letting Brian Wright kind of move in to be the key decision maker. That transition has been as smooth as any we've ever seen in the history of sports for a championship organization.
Just a couple singles will do. That's how he described it.
The little details end up adding up. Every possession feels like it holds so much weight in the playoff.
How much energy does that require of you, and can you sustain it in the second?
Yeah, for sure, man. You know, this is our job. This is the game we love to play. We got to lead from our younger guys.
Robert, appreciate the time.
Right now, and I talked to Drew about his leadership, and he downplays it. He doesn't give himself enough credit. I said, Drew, your teammates talk about how much they appreciate you. He said, well, I guess I'm...
San Antonio, the second quarter, 7 of 14 from the floor. Minnesota, 4 of 17. Shooting in the second. Fade away, Vassell.
Toronto hanging around. They've got a great chance here as we make our way towards winning time.
And this has all happened. Keep in mind, Toronto has 20 turnovers tonight as well. Max Strus, one of his best looks of the night.
But Reeves has it. Reeves coming back after that oblique injury. In the starting lineup last time out. James initiates from the top at Hartenstein. And final 100 seconds. Wembanyama. Caruso guarding. Clock at 5. Castle. Gotta go. Clock at 2. Puts it to the corner. Champagne.
They've led by as many as 12. Spurs had a 12-point lead in the first half. Wembanyama, slow first half. He's come alive here. Fox kicks it out. Harper drives inside. Layup, can't get it.
Cooper flag, but Nipple had a spectacular year. It's been a very, very close race.
In other years, Edgecombe would have been easily the Rookie of the Year. Not this year. Finished third in the voting. Maxey guarding Tatum. 5 on the 24. Tatum gets inside, kicks it out. Brown. Brown drives, pulls up, jumper, won't go.
At Madison Square Garden, the Knicks control the tip. Won the series this season, 2 games to 1. Over Atlanta. Brunson on a kick. Bridges fires.
And really the bench. 27 points off that bench, just 14 for the starters.
Jamal Murray, the hesitation. Nice fake. Flip him off the clamp.
Motivation. His shot hasn't always fallen, but you have never questioned the effort part.
And then Mobley goes inside against Towns. Banks it home.
No let up. See if Denver can execute here out of this timeout.
Fans looking to Willems all the way through. Jokic felt the contact, and he doesn't get the rush.
3 by Christian Brown and consecutive turnovers. Denver regaining the momentum.
Murray and Jokic trying to put it away. It's Jokic for 2 plus 1.
Or the Defensive Player of the Year tomorrow. Those are 3 things I do know.
Okay. Veteran Harrison Barnes, just a couple of points in this one. With a few minutes played for Barnes. Here's Wembanyama working inside with Klingon in there for a while.
And especially here in these playoffs, including, of course, that Game 7 victory in OKC in the conference finals on the road. Harper and Wembanyama. Castle's on the bench right now. Wemby shot, rolled off the rim.
Call this crowd. They have to make sure that they're doing things like that to get this crowd involved in the game. We couldn't hear ourselves last game. It was so last time we were here. The tall kid, how they train. You now got to come off away screens and make a play as a 7-4 guy.
Shannon to the cutting, Dosunmu. Couple Illinois players
Right now, think about it, 12 for 25, 5 for 6 from the 2-point line. 30 points.
with the drive inside as he was crunching onto the ball. So Murray has 8 of the last 11 points for Denver. Here comes Edwards right into Jokic, who got on run over the last 7 minutes. The Blazers began the game 6 of 19. Anderson again to the hole. No. Klingon tries to dive. Williams in the way. It is off.
About how Boston drive and kick move that basketball. There's Vucevic out to Hauser, who knocks down his second three of the night.
By Dylan Brooks.
25 points for Gilgeous-Alexander to lead all scores. 18 for Jalen Williams. Jalen Green misses again. He's 5 for 14.
It forced them into a 24-second shot clock violation.
Tobias Harris, wide open jumper.
5 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Towns over O'Connor. There is a 1.5 second difference. Shot clock to game clock. Hart defended by McCollum. High screen from Towns. Towns drives and scores.
At least 15 points and 5 blocks per game in his first 6 career playoff games since blocks were first tracked in 1973-74. So basically there was the Wilt Chamberlain era where we didn't track it, and now the...
This is his domain. Fourth quarter, Madison Square Garden, the king of New York, the captain of this team. Working on McCollum. Step back three.
Action, bringing him off a down screen with Wemby matched up on Cat at the three-point line.
De'Aaron Fox has been playing on a bum ankle. It's gotten a little better, but he is not 100%. Towns gets way out on Wembanyama. Stops, pulls up, elbow jumper. That one goes.
Better job of keeping out the paint.
We said you wanted it to 17 to start the fourth. It's now 15, so what has to happen next?
We got to keep playing defense the way we are. We got to do it physical.
Has the size and strength to contend with him.
Gordon, after missing game 3, tried to play here in game 4 as Jokic misses the shot.
Against the Celtics.
Edgecombe, George, Embiid, Maxey. Embiid gets it down low against Peja. Falling away, shot is up and good. Once again, Harden. Shoots to Harden. Bridges on him. Bridges has had another strong game. Finds Strus, lines up, three-pointer, off the mark. Rebound.
Jaylen Brown, he's attracting so much attention. Jason Tatum cashing in early on.
The Celtics are 14-3 this year with Jason Tatum. White is such a strong defender. He gets knocked down by George, who hits.
Team has taken on a life of its own, especially in the playoffs and especially with this team.
Kind of feel that, Ashley. Night to night, momentum swings. De'Aaron Fox, the only Game 7 starting.
And it's interesting because some of these current players, they get advice from the alumni during those practice nights.
Coming from Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who's back in the game, was a little banged up, but he was pleading passionately to his guys, saying, we gotta be, we almost had one there, we gotta be.
Topic, ask AI mode and Google search. I swear I thought you were going to say you can't always get what you want and start singing the Stone song. Lob inside, Wembanyama, catch on the follow.
8 points for you in that first quarter, and you knocked down a 3. I know that had to feel good. Just what's feeling better about your shot?
I'm a knockdown shooter. I look in the mirror and I say,
Against the Miami Heat. Games getting stretched out during the timeout. End of the third, start of the fourth.
A team high 18 points for Jalen Green. Jalen Williams puts it on the floor. Lobs for Hartenstein.
About it at halftime, Grady. They passed up on a few layups. This is Robinson over to Duran.
Oh, what an effort by Bain to run that off the line. Didn't matter.
And keep an eye on that. I mean, you don't know what that could be, but he certainly was lingering back there on his way to the locker room.
Bridges backs.
We'll start this action. LeBron at the top. Get him the screen, trying to get him the ball towards the basket. There's the tip, there's the shot. Off.
What were the 1900s like, Legs?
He said 90s, Richard, not 1900s. Okay?
That shot is good.
And Mitchell on a cross over D. Wade.
Raptors do not have a foul to give. Strus to work it in. Cavs have no timeouts. Inbound to Mobley. Mobley, attack mode inside. Mobley!
Over to defend his own teammate, kind of bumped him a little bit, then Schroeder shoved him in the back and had some words after the fact. That's what eventually got him the tee. All goes away in the wash with the missed free throw from Cunningham. 10 to shoot now for Durant. Trying to free Robinson. The drive, the flow, the rim.
Has them poised in this series to do big things.
Strus, quick three, off the front iron.
To win, but they've just got to do a much better job taking care of the ball.
Alexander Walker fires, misses on a 3-ball.
Harden will inbound. 6 seconds to go. Toronto by 4. Merrill gets it all and puts it in.
So I'm a little surprised because he's made 4 threes tonight.
Here we go. 12.9 left. Hornets are down by 3. White, turn around. Oh, yeah.
Time he decides also, okay, I need to take over right now. Green rises.
So much time trying to force one up.
Cunningham will inbound it. Over to LeVert. LeVert firing. So good. And
101, 1.2 to go. Smart tosses. James up in the air.
For the Lakers, he's been shooting the ball really good in the second half.
It's off to Reeves. Here's the 3. Suggs to toss it in. The jumper by Bain.
Still 1:49 remaining. Merrill throws it in the corner. Strus fires away. Gets it.
Right now, Miami is down by 5 with 26 seconds left in overtime. Get it in. Hero. Oh, tough delivery. He buries it.
Murray has checked in for the Blazers. Castle to trigger in the hands of Vassell.
Vassell trying to come off the screen. Castle the inbound. Lobs it cross court to Wemby. Wemby turns, puts up the 3-pointer. Off the mark, Castle.
Foul game and hope for some misses.
Right now, if you're Detroit, you can switch everything.
Mitchell, way off. In history, no team has ever come back down 0-3 to win a best-of-7 series. Shepard, clean look, short.
3.1 to go. Harper to trigger. Wembanyama hasn't lost it. Wemby puts it.
Hart will inbound. Knicks still do have 1 timeout left. Goes to Anunoby in the corner. Fires away. 3-pointer. Got it!
Then Johnson, Champagny, Fox, Castle to trigger. And Vassell for the Spurs. To Vassell for the tie. After and no.
Second half. Mamu will inbound. The clock is their enemy right now, even this 3-pointer.
Move to 3rd on that list. Only some others. Ewing and Clyde.
Teams up 2-0 in a best-of-7 series win the series 92% of the time. James, back in, fade, off the rim.
Barnes in game 5. He's been brilliant in game 6. But this one, still anyone's ball game. Barrett turns inside.
Smart to toss it in. The Rockets lead by 4. James way outside.
Fourth quarter. Shireman back on the floor to inbound with Hauser, White, Pritchard, and Brown. Boston's going to have to work fast. In for Hauser, over Barlow, comes up short.
And I want to see Cade Cunningham here with the ball up top, middle of the floor. See if he can go quickly, trying to get something downhill.
Cunningham gets it, fires up, 3-pointer. It's good!
Here is Barnes. Raptors down 1. Barnes with the runway.
Kelly Oubre was fouled just a moment ago, so that was the first in the final 2 minutes. Next foul will put the Sixers to the line. Quickly up to the rim. Misc.
Mitchell will be on the ball. It's LeBron, and Dort is there. 9-second difference, game clock, shot clock. James against Caruso for the lead. No.
James Harden shadowing. 11.6 to go. No timeouts. Inbound to Barnes. 23 in the ball game.
Double coming.
Barnes, 5 seconds. Barnes, over to Sand. Sand double clutch. Rims out.
Hassel to inbound. Fox gets it. Bridges on in. 4 seconds. Fox to Wembanyama. Pulls up. Jumper. Won't go. Rebound taken by Vassell.
McCain is in. Dort is out. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Blitz. Hartenstein. Holmgren. James defends. The dunk. The spin. The dunk. 9 and Reed off the bench. 18 for the Wolves. Edwards tough shot. Good.
In a playoff game to have 40 and 20, albeit in overtime. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the previous youngest. Thunder down 6. Got to go quick. Williams.
Sensational atmosphere at Scotiabank Arena. Mobley gets it into Harden. Harden dishes out. Mitchell with the ball. Mitchell into the lane. Lefty lane. Won't go.
Thinks he has. My concern is on the miss, if there is one, are you going to be able to rebound it?
Get it in. McCollum fires.
Victor cannot forget about Caruso.
It's into Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries to go quick. No hesitation. Trouble. Off the window. Foul.
Remaining. Spurs have 1 timeout. Knicks have 2. Each team has a challenge remaining.
I think you go 2 for 1. I don't think you allow Jalen Brunson to have the last shot of the game if you milk this clock.
Wemby can't hit. Rebound.
And you get him back in. Shannon stays. Mike Conley is lifted.
Randall driving on Jones. Backing him down, works into the lane, and gets the...
By the Thunder. Galen Williams to trigger. Mitchell. The action comes. Try to get Gilgeous-Alexander free. He's got it with 4 left. SGA to the basket. Lays it up and in. On the floor for the defending Cavs.
Now you have J-Dub in that corner where Victor was reluctant to come off. I think they're going to run that same misdirection here to have SGA going left.
Mitchell taking the sand out of the hourglass. Shot clock at 10. Now at 8. SGA breaks free. He's got it now. Clock at 5. Tries to turn the corner. He spins. Sees 2. It's Williams for 3. No. Hit. No. Sunday right here on NBC. 5-point lead. 61 seconds left. Caruso to trigger. Working with McCain, Wallace, Hartenstein, and Gilgeous-Alexander. McCain waiting. The action begins as the clock hits 10. Gilgeous-Alexander on the attack. Pulls back.
The Suns will inbound with Royce O'Neal. Murray is on the ball. And he gets it off to Booker. Kamara defends. Booker the drive. Picks it out. Green for the lead. No! Rebound. Goodwin. Knocked away by Grant. Picked up Holiday.
James looking. Ball breaks free. Gets it. 7 seconds. Ball the drive. And ball lays it out.
And be the focal point for his team right now offensively.
Well, Mitchell Robinson back in. Guarding Wembanyama. Hands it back to Fox. Fox finds some room. Jumper. In and out. Won't go. Fight for the ball.
Royce O'Neal will inbound. Murray is on the ball. Booker's got it now. Makes a move into Grant on the baseline. Goodwin tries. And the reverse.
Wembanyama will guard the inbound. Right now he backs off though. Brunson trying to get free. Into the hands of Brunson. Brunson's got Pasilla. Crossover, drives, goes inside, pulls back. Picks it out in the corner. Brunson gets it back. Brunson on the drive. The floater's up. Shot won't go. Rebound deflected. Bounce pass.
It might just go flat for Jalen Brunson. Allow him to operate at the top. 1-on-1.
Brunson gets it. Fires up a 3. Shot no good. The tip, it's gone.
And him working in the mid-range has been a big, big advantage for the Pistons.
Harris, 19 on the ball game. Fade away.
Playoff level
cat,
set up for tonight's headlines brought to you by Chili's. The challenge was successful. It was last touch by the Hawks. But they
3-1 look to start. Their slides are more of 2-3 slides when they get started.
We're down to 22 seconds left. White working around. Miller fires.
Defeated in the first round 4-0, trying to make it 5 with a win here to make it a 2-1 series in this Eastern Conference semifinal. Cunningham drive. Cunningham!
And get to the rim.
Powell triggers in for Hero. They'll get a runway here with 7 seconds left. Hero with 5. Hero rises up.
And the Raptors with just 16 total points in the fourth quarter and so far in overtime. Barrett in the lane, step back, no space. Leaves it for Sed. Sed, step through.
30 or a quiet 30. It was a huge 30 because if they lose this game going down 0-2, it would have been trouble.
Oh, Michelle.
And Dyson Daniels has been the best defender on Brunson.
The Hawks stole one in game 2. It's down to the wire here in game 3. 7 seconds left. Brunson with the ball. Brunson makes his move. Brunson on the baseline.